Welcome back. We're reading Chapter 8 called The Ring of the Hot Flash Diva book. The ring was the symbol of both the beginning and end of my marriage. It was also the clue that caught my attention. The next day I noticed Todd's wedding band lying on the chest of drawers. On occasion, I've run out the door and forgotten my jewelry. No big deal. When Todd failed to wear it several days in a row, I felt a wrench in my gut. Fingering it, I thought, don't panic. You need more information. The next night I remarked, I noticed your wedding ring is sitting on the chest of drawers. Is there something wrong with it? I forked a bite of roast and placed it in my mouth. Folding my hands in my lap, I chewed and waited. Todd looked up and reached for his glass of iced tea. It's too tight. Does it need sizing? Gulping his tea, he looked down at his piled-up high plate, shoved around the carrots and potatoes with his forks, and said, I've already had it sized 2 times. The jeweler told me he couldn't stretch it anymore. Unbidden, my gaze dropped from his eyes to his waistline. Once a 33, he had exploded to a 40-inch waist. It seemed his gut wasn't the only thing that had expanded. Oh, I see. The next morning, I called Joyce. Todd's wedding ring is too tight and can't be stretched anymore. You won't help me shop for a larger size? I wedged the receiver between my ear and shoulder to free my hands. Buffy assumed her "you may pet me" position at my feet. Sure, that boy needs to lighten up on the eating or he's going to have a heart attack like his father. When do you want to go? While Todd's attending a meeting in Birmingham on Saturday, I plan to surprise him with the ring on Christmas. With our adventure planned, I hung up. Buffy whined and pranced, giving me one of her "I'm starving" looks. I walked to the kitchen while she ran circles around me. At 6 months, she was a gangly adolescent with 2 speeds, run and crash. Buffy's adoption was my idea. Childless, I needed somewhere to focus my maternal affection. Todd voiced no opposition to owning a dog, as long as he didn't have to do any of the work. Perhaps he acquiesced since he was the reason we couldn't have children, not that he wanted any. He had anti-sperm antibodies, which are immune system cells that mistakenly identify sperm as harmful invaders. I unscrewed the top to the plastic dog food container and bit to fill her bowl. Food pellets bounced out of the bowl, scattering onto the floor. Buffy jumped across me to reach the pellets and knocked me flat on my back. I lay there sprawled like a starfish. The chill of the floor seeped through my nightshirt while I listened to the slurping and crunching sounds within inches of my left ear. I need coffee, I moaned. What the hell? Todd stood in the doorway, scowling down at me. Buffy and I got tangled up. You're such a klutz. He threw up his hands and rolled his eyes. I lifted my hand toward him so he could assist me to my feet. Instead, he shook his head, turned, and left. Grasping the kitchen counter, I hoisted myself to my feet and rubbed my bruised hip. What hornet buzzed up your backside? I muttered at the empty doorway. He's never been this ornery before. I screwed the top back on the container and glanced at the clock. Crap, I got to get moving. I'll be late for my hair appointment. I limped to the bedroom to get dressed. Thank you for listening to Chapter 8, and if you like it, please like and possibly subscribe. Please share these videos if you think anyone else will enjoy them. I may post 2 today since this was a short chapter. Have a great day. Be safe. Be well.